Hey y'all, yes, I know I look crazy, but I'm about to do my third install of my WowAfrican kinky straight hair. As you can see, I have my hair blown out and flat iron. If you're interested, I've been natural for going on 6 years in December. But anyway, I just want to come on and show you guys me doing my sewing. Right now, I'm about to braid my hair down. As you can see, this is my leave out. I'm about to pretty much not leave out that much, only a little bit, enough to be able to do a high ponytail and cover my tracks. I did want to show, okay, so as you probably can see, like, it's not a straight part here. The way that I determine my leave out is basically I look for where my hair is like thin from the front part, like my edges, and wherever my hair starts to get thick and it can basically cover up, that's where I end my leave out, if that makes sense. So here's an example. So this side is a little bit difficult to see compared to the other side, but obviously I wouldn't just leave that as my leave out. But you can see where my edges are thinner here, but my hair becomes fuller here. So ideally, like, this is probably where I would do my leave out on this side. This would be my leave out because I know whenever I put a track down, that's when my hair gets thick and it'll be covered up. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper because I want to be able to do a small little part. When I say small part, I mean small. So this is all that I'm going to leave out on this side. It's not going to be a straight circle around because I'm playing based off of how thick my edges are at a certain point. So I'll go around the back and I'll determine where I need to end my leave out. So here's an example back here. It will be behind this line. So then I'll have a part going like this behind my ear. But ultimately, ultimately, I just want it to be enough to cover my tracks because I don't want to leave too much hair. I don't want to be flat ironing my hair. I don't have to deal with my natural hair and get heat damage. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going through determining how much I need to leave out. And then when I come back, I'm going to be braiding the remainder of my hair down for the sewing. I don't know if I'm going to get to the sewing today because it's Sunday afternoon. I might just braid it down today and then do it tomorrow, which is Memorial Day, where I have more time and I can take my time sewing it in and sewing down the net. So I am going to use a net and I will come back once my hair is finished braiding down and I'll show you guys what I did. No set braiding pattern. It changes every time I do a sew-in. It's just, it's going to be enough to have my hair flat and to make sure all my ends are tucked in. So there's no set braiding pattern. I don't braid it all one way. You'll see it when I come back. So right now I'm still braiding my base. As you can see, I'm braiding my braids very close together. I'll show you the back when I'm done. The back is not as neat, obviously, because I'm braiding it myself. But the front, the braids are very close, and I did that for a reason. One, so that when I put my tracks down, my tracks will be very close. But two, that I have a pretty solid base when it comes to sewing down. Now, you can't tell, but I also have some synthetic hair mixed in with my hair. I'm only taking a little bit at a time as I braid to strengthen my braid, so I'm not putting thread to straight hair strands, but I have some reinforcement using the synthetic hair. So I'm going to continue braiding is a beehive pattern is really what if you want to give a name to it. I'm doing a beehive. When I get to the center, I'm probably just going to go up and down, but right now I'm going to continue braiding around in a circle, and then when I'm done I'll show you the finished pattern. Okay, so I finished my braid pattern. I'll turn around so you can see the back. This is the back. And then the top part. And I have pins in it because I want to sew that down. But essentially I did a beehive. And I hope you saw that. I did a beehive. And I'm probably going to put a net on this portion where I have scalp showing, just so I have more of a base to sew in the back, because that's going to be important, especially when you're trying to lay your tracks close together. So anyway, this is the final. Again, my tip if you're going to be doing a sew-in is to make sure your braids are very close together so that you have a really good base for when you want to sew your tracks close together, because obviously you want to sew them close together so that no tracks are showing. So anyway, that's my tip for you, and I'll be back. I finished braiding tonight. I'm probably going to sew the loose ends down tonight and kind of fill in some of the gaps, and then I'll do the complete sewing tomorrow. But right now I gotta go cook dinner, so I'll see y'all later. Bye. It's 6:07 a.m. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Why, I don't know. It's a holiday. I have the day off. I don't understand why I'm up so early. But since I am, I'm going to finish my hair. And I want to show you guys the net. I sewed the net down last night. And again, I only sewed it where there were gaps in my braids where you could see my scalp, so that I could have more of a base to braid and to make my wefts closer together. So here's the net. So all this is net. I used to do the whole head, but it's not necessary because my braids are close together here and pretty close together in the back. So I'm going to start sewing my wefts down, and probably when I'm halfway through, I'll show you, and then I'll show you the final results. Okay, so I finished doing my perimeter, and that's the part that takes the longest because I actually sew underneath the braid so that when I flip it back for the ponytail, it's flat. So that took me a while. So right now I'm going to start just going straight across, laying the tracks. So that shouldn't take too long, and then I'll come back when I'm done. So I'm not quite halfway through, but I did want to show you guys how I was laying the tracks in the back. So again, around the perimeter, I sewed underneath the braid so that it's flat. And as you can see, it's flat. So when I do my ponytails, it'll be flat. The key to that is the braiding, making sure you braid where your hair is, or where the hair is flat. Kind of like you want it like a cap, so your braids are very flat. So that your ponytail can be flat. But right now I'm just braiding the back part, or I'm sorry, sewing in. So I'm just going straight across in kind of a bowl shape, and then eventually when I get to the top, I'm going to do it the reverse way, and I can show you that when I'm done. Okay, I am finished. As you can see, I didn't do the part. I just did it to where I can kind of throw my hair over to the side and it'll still look natural. So, show you what the intent of this sew-in is to be able to do, to wear it down, of course, but then to be able to wear it in a high ponytail and all that jazz. So, yeah, pretty much that's it. I think I had 14, 16, and 18 inch. I can't remember. But anyway, I did the perimeter underneath, and then for the middle section, I did straight across in the back, and then when I got towards the middle and the top, I started doing it like I would a full sew-in, which is just braiding around or sewing around in a circle. So it's done. I'm going to flat iron it, and then I'll show you how it looks flat ironing. But obviously it blends very well with my hair blown out or whatever. So I'll flat iron it. It really flat irons very well. Flat iron it, curl it, and then I'll be done. Okay, so this is the final look with it flat ironed. I am going to put some edge control on my edges, although it really doesn't work that well with my natural hair. But this is it. I can't, let's see if we could do a mirror shot. So anyway, hope that helps. For details about the hair, look in the description bar. I also have a review of this hair in another video, and I'll link that on here somehow. All right, thanks.